Week 8 of the NFL season is now over, and that means it is time for the NFL trade deadline. The deadline came and passed, and some crazy deals have gone down. Now, you combine the craziness of the NFL trade deadline and the craziness of Madden trade logic, we're going to have to see who's crazier, Madden trade logic or real-life trades at the trade deadline. So today, as we have done in the past, we are going to go into Madden's Trade Center and try to complete every single trade deadline deal in Madden 19 and see what it would take for the deals to actually happen in the game as they did in real life. So yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome back to what is a Madden 19 experiment on the channel, as we are going to be attempting the real life NFL trades at the 2019 NFL trade deadline in Madden 19. We're going to see what it would take for the deals to be accepted in Madden 19 as they were accepted in real life. So hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video, and if you do, make sure to drop a like. Let me know what trade you think was the craziest that happened today at the trade deadline. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, let's get into trade number 1. And for every trade in today's video, I am going to be using the team that received a player in the deal. So first trade, this is the oldest trade. A couple of the first deals we do attempt aren't going to be deals that actually happened on trade deadline day, but they were leading up to the trade deadline. And the first deal is the Jacksonville Jaguars acquiring Carlos Hyde from the Cleveland Browns for a 2019 5th-round draft pick. The Jaguars completing this deal, trying to help out their run game since Leonard Fournette has been injured, but I really don't think a 5th-round draft pick is going to be enough to bring them in. So this happened in real life, and in Madden, it would take probably, it looks like maybe 12 or 13 5th-round draft picks for the Browns to accept this deal in the game. So obviously, like, everybody talks about Madden trade logic and, you know, how bad it is, but then, you know, you see things like this, and you have players like Carlos Hyde going for a 5th-round pick. Like, how do you find the even medium? I don't know. But anyways, obviously, they're not going to give up Carlos Hyde for just a 5th-round draft pick in Madden. So, going along, maybe they would take a 3rd-round draft pick, and not even freaking close. So, it might actually take maybe a 2nd-round draft pick. Like, in terms of trade deadline deals, a 2nd-round draft pick brings in some insane value, as we'll see later in the video. But, like, gosh dang, that's not even halfway. So it might actually take a player to bring in Carlos Hyde. They need a wide receiver. We have, let's throw in maybe Dante Moncrief. They want Dante Moncrief. That's about halfway. They value Dante Moncrief at 5 stars, which is crazy. We'll try Marquise Lee to make the video even more wild. So Marquise Lee, and let's try a 4th-round draft pick. And will this be accepted? Still was not accepted. So how about a 3rd-round draft pick? That's still not accepted. Insane. So now we'll try maybe a 3rd-round draft pick. And oh my gosh. Keep in mind, this deal happened in real life for just a 5th-round draft pick. So we'll throw in the 5th, which is what initially happened in real life. Still not accepted. What the heck? We'll throw in a running back in return. We'll throw in TJ Yeldon in return. And finally it was accepted. So like I said, in real life, it only took a 5th-round draft pick, and Madden takes Marquise Lee, a 3rd, and TJ Yeldon to bring in Carlos Hyde. The next trade we are going to attempt is another crazy trade in the John Gruden novel. That is John Gruden and the Raiders sending wide receiver Amari Cooper to the Cowboys for a 1st-round draft pick. Absolutely mental. So, going to the Raiders, this is probably going to take a lot. Amari Cooper, a very young and super good wide receiver, and that, in Madden terms, takes a lot to bring in that kind of player. So, we'll throw in our 1st-round draft pick. This went through in real life, and according to Madden, we would need probably like 7 or 8 1st-round draft picks for this trade to be accepted. And gosh dang, dudes, like, I don't even think this is possible. Genuinely don't think this trade is going to be possible for this to, like, go through like it did in real life. Like, this is just not going to work. They need a left end. Funny, you know, they traded Khalil Mack. No wonder the number 1 team needed a left end. But we're going to have to trade away, like, our best players. DeMarcus Lawrence added to the deal. That's not even halfway. That is not even halfway to being accepted. The number, like, we have some good offensive linemen. They need some O-line. So we go to like our best players. They need, let's go left tackle Tyron Smith added into this deal. They're not even interested in Tyron Smith. Okay, so this is showing that the Madden trade logic is just absolutely insane. So we'll give them our best player, Zach Martin, added into the deal. That's not even, like, that's barely 3/4 of the way to going through. This shows, okay, this is some crazy stuff in the Madden book. No matter what package we throw in there, like, the Raiders are not going to accept this deal. So, according to Madden 19, the Cowboys got away with some crazy stuff. Everybody thought the Cowboys overpaid with a first-round draft pick, but Madden 19 thinks they should have added it a little bit more, and then some. So this trade is going to be interesting. The Detroit Lions acquired defensive tackle Damon Harrison, also known as Snacks, from the New York Giants for a 5th-round draft pick. And the reason I say that this is interesting is because normally Madden doesn't value defensive tackles that highly. So although he's a 95 overall, this trade might have a better chance of going through like it did in real life compared to the other trades we've done thus far. So a 5th-round draft pick for Damon Harrison Sr. That's actually closer to going through than the Amari Cooper trade was for. And this is a 5th-round draft pick compared to a 1st-round draft pick. So this might be not that bad, but it obviously is going to cost a lot more than what it did in real life. So for Damon Harrison Sr., so how about a second? How about a 2nd-round draft pick? Obviously, in real life, the Lions would have been crazy to trade away a 2nd-round draft pick. See, that's actually relatively close. When you compare that to the Amari Cooper trade, this is so much easier. So I think we could probably just get away with throwing in like maybe a crappy cornerback, maybe like our Crevon LeBlanc, or let's go with Jamal Agnew. Submit him in the deal, and that one was accepted. So now getting into the deals that actually happened on deadline day. First deal is when the Houston Texans acquired wide receiver Demaryius Thomas from the Denver Broncos for a 2019 4th-round draft pick and a swap of their 7th-round draft pick. So kind of interested. This is probably not going to be close, but I'm just interested to see how much it's actually going to take. So Denver Broncos, wide receiver Demaryius Thomas, who is an 86 overall, but since he is worth quite a bit and he's 30 years old, might not be that hard. Not even going to be remotely close to how hard the Amari Cooper deal was to going through. So a 4th-round draft pick, and also got to throw in the 7th and swap their 7th as well. Yeah, this is going to be like not even like remotely close, but we'll see what it takes. Just once again shows you how crazy Madden trade logic actually is. Submitting this through, dude, that's bad. It's gonna take a lot. Wow, this is gonna take so much. They need a quarterback, but I'm not gonna throw in Deshaun Watson for this video because that would just be crazy. So that's actually got the deal about 3/4 of the way to going through. They also need a tight end. So if we throw in our tight end, Ryan Griffin, do they want him? They don't, unfortunately. So right in, oh, I got an idea. DJ Redder, I want to see something. JJ Watt and a 2nd-round draft pick for Demaryius Thomas. That's not even accepted. This game is mental. So throw it in the 4th. So you take what they traded away in real life, add in JJ Watt and 2nd-round draft pick, and according to Madden, the Broncos still wouldn't accept it. How about a 1st instead of that 2nd? How about this? This is a crazy game that we play. A crazy, crazy game. So we throw in Deontay Foreman into the deal, and this is what it takes to bring in Demaryius Thomas in Madden 19, when in real life, it only took a 4th. That's a little bit more than a 4th. So next, the shock of the trade deadline is when the Detroit Lions sent wide receiver Golden Tate to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 3rd-round draft pick. Now, I know this deal is not going to happen like it did in real life, but that's what the video is for, to see exactly what it would take to bring in the veteran wide receiver. And he is an 89 overall, so this is probably going to be relatively difficult. So a 3rd-round draft pick, yeah. Dudes, I don't even know if this will be accepted at all. Instead of a 3rd, a 1st. Dudes, this isn't going to happen. Why is Golden Tate so hard to get? We could throw it, yeah, this is another trade, this is not going to happen. So, in real life, it happened for a 3rd. In Madden 19, you could throw in the best players possible, and it's not even be remotely close. So the 2 positions of need, Jordan Hicks and Nigel Bradham, see, this is just not going to work. Insane. Absolutely insane Madden is. So I talk about how, like, yeah, Madden's trade logic, dude, in so many forms, like, needs, like, to be completely redone. Because this is embarrassing. When in real life, you try to base the game off of realism. In real life, it only takes a 3rd. In Madden, you throw in this package, and is halfway to going through. So another crazy one that happened on trade deadline day is when the Baltimore Ravens acquired running back Ty Montgomery from the Packers for a 7th round draft pick, and it was a 2020 7th round draft pick at that. So once again, this is not even going to be remotely close, but just for the sake of the video, we're going to show how bad Madden trade logic actually is. So going to the Green Bay Packers, running back Ty Montgomery, 80 overall, submitting this through, and he needed about 158 of those. So there's a pretty big value difference between the 2027 and the 2019 third, but let's see what Madden thinks. So that's actually probably, I mean, that's close, but that's not even remotely close to what they offered in real life. It's just close for the video, but man, this is just showing you how bad this trade logic is. So how about we swap running backs? I think if we swap running backs, it should be accepted. So DeVorce Allen and a 3rd round draft pick from this year was accepted for Ty Montgomery, but once again, it takes this much in Madden for the trade to be accepted when in real life it was only a 7th round draft pick from next year. So 2 more trades to go, starting with the LA Rams bolstering the talent on their defensive line, going to the Jacksonville Jaguars to trade for and acquire defensive end Dante Fowler for a 2019 3rd round draft pick and a 2020 5th round draft pick. So Dante Fowler, I think, is like an 83 overall, 82 overall, so it's pretty close. But with him being so young, this is probably going to be close at all. We know in Madden what we've seen thus far. So a 2019 3rd and a 2020 5th round draft pick. This is how it was accepted in real life in a Madden. That's actually, honest to God, the closest I think we have been for a trade being accepted in Madden 19 as it was accepted in real life. Which is crazy because I wouldn't have thought Dante Fowler would be like that, but because he's so young and he's pretty good overall, but it is what it is, and I'm happy we've actually finally seen something sort of realistic. So anyways, it is going to take a little bit more, but it shouldn't take that much. They need a quarterback. Oh, we're not going to trade Jared Goff, obviously, but how about our young backup running back, John Kelly? And also, we'll throw in another draft pick to make it pretty quick. Let's see if a 4th is enough to have him. This might be enough right here. And it was. So last trade deadline deal that we are going to attempt in today's video is when the Washington Redskins bolstered their secondary by trading a 2019 4th round draft pick to the Green Bay Packers for safety HA Clinton Dix. Now the Packers actually traded away a lot today. HA Clinton Dix and Ty Montgomery, crazy. He's an 87 overall. Guys, this is gonna be not close at all. But you know, like it is in real life, we'll attempt it in Madden. And as you see, that would take about 17,000 4th round draft picks to bring in HA Clinton Dix, but it only took 1 in real life. So that's just insane. So let's continue. A 1st round draft pick, if this is not even, this is not like a 4th of the way to going through, this isn't gonna work. He's that highly valued in Madden 19, when in real life they only gave up a 4th for him. So crazy. So dudes, look, this is just not gonna work. Can be a super anticlimactic finish to the video, but it's just not gonna work, and I'll prove it to you. My God, this game needs some fixing. It definitely needs some freaking fixing. So middle linebacker Zach Brown, which is one of the best in the league, they need a strong safety. We have DJ Swearinger, so 2 great players at positions the Packers need, and a 1st round draft pick. Proof is in the pudding. This game is just crazy. Crazy game.